Here with Nate Diaz, UFC lightweight. Tell us about your teammate Gilbert Melendez, who had an absolute war tonight.
Oh, Gil, man, it's just a workhorse. He works harder than everybody. He calls me twice a week, and I'm calling him. I'm coming to his place twice a week, or Caesars. And the guy, like, I've been training with him for the last 8 years, and if I'm not calling him to work out, he'll be calling me out, ready to train, ready to fight, do rounds, and I just knew that he was gonna beat him last time. Unfortunately, he just went a little bit too hard. Like you said, the guy had a little bit better of a game plan. He was just out there fighting hard, and I knew he was gonna win last time, but unfortunately he did it. And then tonight he went in with a good strategy, good game plan. Like we've been watching him doing his last couple of fights, and like he's been training for, and I didn't expect anything less. So.
Your fight coming up on January 10th is against Gray Maynard. He's someone you've already beat in the past. Does that give you a little extra confidence coming into this fight?
Man, yeah, Gray, like, he was on the show. He's a little bit green when he was on the show. I came to realize that he had been in the sport a little bit less than a lot of the guys on the show. So, and he's been improving, and his fights have been, he's been winning fights and doing better as time went by. So I'm sure he's pretty confident, thinking about how he got better and figuring out some kind of game plan. Like he figures in his head how he's gonna beat me, but at the same time, I was already a little bit ahead of him, technically in MMA then, and fighting and everything, and as he's been getting better, I've been getting better too, and my training partners have, and my whole team. So he could have all the confidence he wants about how good he's been doing, but I've been improving also.
Your two UFC losses were against powerful wrestlers, Joe Stevenson and Clay Guida, guys who were trying to take you down the whole fight. Gray Maynard, also a wrestler. How are you going to be able to keep yourself standing, or are you going to work your jiu-jitsu?
You know what? I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight him. And like I said about Gilbert, with my last two losses, I just went out there trying to fight a little more than those guys. I went a little bit hard, and sometimes you lose just trying to go out there and bang and finish a guy and kill a guy. But sometimes you got to have a little bit smarter of a strategy. So I'm just, besides just being harder and just more of a savage fighter than the guy, I'm gonna try to be smart about this fight and put it on him. Try to do my best I can. And he's got some things he better be worrying about, and I think he knows that. And if he doesn't know that, then better start paying attention.
And you just beat Melvin Guillard. You were having a little trouble in the fight, and you came up with a submission. What did that fight teach you as a fighter?
That guy, I don't. He's tough. He hits hard, and I don't think I was really in much trouble at all in that fight. I felt completely comfortable that whole fight, and it did teach me a few things, but I did learn a little from every fight. I try to take stuff from each fight, win or lose. Even when you win, you didn't do everything completely correct. Besides my brother and my team being critics and people being critics, I try to be my own biggest critic. So I learned from watching that fight and plenty of other fights. And I'm still learning, so I got an open mind to paying attention to what's going on. And you know what I'm saying? I'm working hard and trying to be a smarter fighter than Gray and whoever I find in the future.
You've talked about, maybe going up to 170 in the future. You're pretty young in your career. Where do you see yourself going after this fight, win or lose?
Right now, I think I'm pretty high in the lightweight category of the UFC. So I think as of right now I'm a 155er, but as soon as we find out or whatever happens, I'm ready to move around weight classes. But as of right now, I'm a lightweight, and I'm gonna stick around there for a while because I think it's got really, really good names in the division. Better names and people who've been around longer than guys if I change weight classes right now. So I'm pretty happy where I'm at, and the UFC's been treating me good. So I'm just gonna try to stick around there for a while.
If you beat Gray Maynard, you'll likely be considered number one contender for the lightweight title. Does a fight with BJ really excite you, or do you just want to keep getting better personally?
I train with BJ for the Kenny Florian fight and Caesar and that, or my fight team. A couple of us went down there, and as of right now, I'm not really interested in fighting BJ Penn, but I'm definitely looking forward to going and holding that lightweight number one contender. Whoop anybody's ass who gets in. He's such a legend in the sport. Out of respect, too, I would like to just say that, you know what I'm saying, BJ Penn's a man. I don't want to talk about fighting him. So.
And so what do you want out of your career if you don't really want to be a champion just quite yet?
I'm just, you know what I'm saying, here to whoop ass and, you know what I'm saying, stay in the top category. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure BJ Penn's going to move around here pretty soon anyway, by the time I get there. So just all out of respect, BJ Penn's a man, and he whoops everybody's ass who comes in his way. Not that I'm afraid of no ass whoopings, but I'm not going to talk about fighting the man, BJ Penn, but I'll talk about whooping everybody else in that division's ass in any category, in any lightweight, in any fight show. So, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that I could beat everyone on the first day, but I'm capable of beating all of them. So we'll see what happens, and I'm looking for that number one spot.
Cool. What can we expect from you on January 10th?
I'm just going to train hard. I'm working hard, and